What's going on, everybody? So I haven't played Second Extinction in a long time, and I decided to kind of come back to it. I mean, I haven't played it in nearly a year since it basically launched on Xbox Game Pass, and I wanted to come back to it, and I wanted to see what's changed, what's new, what are some of the new things they've done, and to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. So I'm disappointed for a couple of reasons. One of the first ones, and one of the most glaring, is every time you touch anything in a menu, you get the most intrusive menu pop-up I think I've ever seen in a video game. It is mind-bogglingly intrusive. I mean, it pops up every single time you touch a menu, and I don't. It's horrendous and it's horrible, and that alone makes me just. It turns me off the game. It doesn't make me wanna. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I understand the devs have messages they want to get out to the community, but that's a message you flash once on the screen when you load up the game, and then you don't touch it again. If people want to read those messages, they will read those messages. You do not intrusively fill my menus with those pop-ups. It is just, it's frustrating. It's silly and stupid, and I can't understand the design methodology behind it. On a plus side, they added Horde mode. Horde mode's pretty cool. I mean, I was having quite a bit of fun. You can see some of the gameplay in the background right now. I thought it was enjoyable. I was having a good time. Definitely, this game is very much not designed to be played solo. I did okay. I went like 8 rounds and then decided to extract. Horde mode could have been adjusted a little bit better. The shop is really bad. I don't think the shop is really good at all. I should be able to click on things instead of having like a basket I have to like put things in and then purchase. It makes it really, really, really annoying while trying to rearm the turrets, which are insanely powerful and helpful, because you have to like go purchase, run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if you're playing by yourself, it is not a good time. It is not well designed for a singular player, that's for sure. But it was fun. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It has some cool elements about it. It's nothing groundbreaking for a Horde mode, and that's fine. Horde modes don't have to be groundbreaking. They just have to be fun, right? And I thought it was fun. It was definitely a bit more enjoyable than the core experience can be, because this felt a little bit more cohesive, in my opinion. It was just kind of like, it made sense. It feels good. It feels right. And now I just want to briefly go off on a rant here for a moment, because I still think the flatbacks are one of the worst and most horribly designed enemies in a game. They are so frustrating and annoying. I hated them when I played this game originally. I hate them even more now. I don't, for a single second, like them. I think they're tedious and annoying and hard to kill. Usually in my encounters, when I'm in a fight and there's a flatback, it is my last enemy that dies every single time, because the effort required to kill them is just, I hate them. I can't stand them, and I'm glad that they're extinct in real life. It's an Ankylosaurus, because I would have to fight one. I would literally have to go up to it and fight it. I would bare knuckle fight an Ankylosaurus because of this game. I would lose, but I would still fight it. But yeah, there's not a lot's changed with the game. Not a lot. I mean, there's a couple of new weapons. There's no new operators. There's like loot crates you can get now. Like, you don't purchase them, you can earn them as rewards. And like, I played this for a couple hours and I didn't get anything good. And I honestly was having a lot of troubles with challenge tracking, even just doing a basic challenge, which was killing 6 dinosaurs with 1 magazine from the assault rifle. And it just would hit 5. I was killing up to like 6. I was getting the 6 kills, and then sometimes I was even getting 7 kills, and it just was not tracking that challenge whatsoever. So that's a huge no-no. That's a huge problem for me, because I'm a big challenge person. I like doing my challenges and earning my rewards, and if you can't track a simple-ass challenge, like getting, like, that's a basic challenge from the beginning of the game. I remember that challenge was in the vanilla original version of the game, so really disappointed to see that challenges are broken, and that's another thing that puts me off wanting to continue playing this game. But yeah, there's just not, in terms of content, there's not a lot here. You know, I loaded up and immediately every single zone on my map had an emergence event. Like, they all had just tons of emergence events. and the whole map, it was just a nightmare to navigate. Like, everything was bad. I was like, oh, this sucks. This is great. Everything's as dangerous as it can be, and I haven't played this game in a while, so it was frustrating that on my end of things, the game got horrifically bad, and it's because I haven't played it. I don't find that very fun. I don't find that very fun. If I actually I reinstalled the game. I legitimately haven't played the game in probably 9 months, 8-9 months, and it's just like the game punished me for not playing, and it's like, cool, I guess that's fine. So yeah, just kind of for me, there's not a lot here. There's not a lot to this game. In the time I've been away from it, they haven't added a lot to it. It's, at its core, I think the shooting and movement and the combat in and of itself is pretty good. I think they've got some cool stuff going on here. But I think in overall content, like, there's no sort of mastery systems. They have loot crates to unlock things like cosmetics. There's not like, oh, if I play with this operator or if I play with this weapon a lot, like, I can get like a gold skin or something. You don't get any of that. And to me, as someone who likes those sort of challenges and likes those sort of grinds, it doesn't give me a lot of content to sink my teeth into. There's not a lot to play with. I want something that feels rewarding to me, not, hey, do 15 challenges for loot crates with the potential to get a cool cosmetic item. Let me work towards it. Let me actually see the challenge and then see my reward. I want to know that what I'm working for will mean something, not give me some sort of resource I could just play the game to get and go free roam for 6 hours to go get this resource. I don't like that. It's fluff content, it's filler content to make players, hey, I really want this one skin for this one weapon, so let me play for 20 hours and hopefully I get a loot crate that drops that content. I don't like that. That's filler content. That is entirely filler content and takes away from an overall gaming experience. I think if you have good mechanics and you have good, foundation, you shouldn't need filler content. But this game, I feel like the dev team has put their efforts into the wrong places. And to me, it shows. I think the game's decently well polished. It was running well. I had no hiccups. I had a few minor glitches that, they didn't detract from the game in any way. They were just kind of small things. And it's just, I feel like there's such a good foundation here that is just not being capitalized on. I feel like there's just a disconnect. That's kind of the word I'm looking for. I'm finding it hard to find the word I want to use, but there's a disconnect for me between having a solid gameplay experience and then having the content to push that gameplay further. And that is very unfortunate because, as I said, I like the gameplay. I think there's a good gameplay, but the content loop and everything you need to do just gets boring fast. And Horde mode's okay, but there's ultimately no major rewards for someone like me. I want to feel rewarded for my time being played, and I don't feel like this game rewards me for my time being played. Now, this is a game to me that is good for a couple of hours every once in a blue moon. If you want to fight some dinosaurs, have yourself a fun little experience, it's good for that. To me, though, the longevity of it and the content on offer doesn't make it a game that makes me want to, like, yeah, I want to keep coming back and I want to sink a couple hundred hours into this and I want to really, like, do this and do that. I also just don't have the friends to play it with. This game is best experienced in co-op, and my experience playing with randoms on the internet was really bad. I had a very poor experience in a couple of matches, and it just made me never want to return to playing with randoms. And I just don't have the friends to play this game with. And I think that's a big loss for me, because this game is absolutely best experienced in co-op, because when it first came out, me and my friends played it a lot in co-op. All in all, this is a good game that is just lacking in content for someone like me. Originally, I wasn't the most sold on it, and I came back to it with an open heart and an open mind, and hoped the time away from it, with its updates and new content, would really draw me back. And after playing a couple of hours, I just don't feel a desire. I played it, I had fun, and I think that's really all I wanted to play. It's all I really wanted to do. And that's a bit of a shame, because I think this game has some massive potential hidden away in the nooks and crannies, and it just has to be found. But anyways, everybody, make sure to leave a like, a dislike, comment, subscribe for more if you're not already subscribed. And I would love to hear your guys' opinions on the game. Do you guys think it has the potential to be the next big thing, or do you guys think it's floundering and just lost in its current state? Love to hear from you. But as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to catch you in the next video.